everybody, and welcome to another episode of Snakes on the Plane. Today we're going to be taking a look at the clutch that I have been trying to basically have for 3 years or maybe even longer. Who knows anything about time anymore, right? Honestly, this has been a very long-term goal of mine, the first long-term project that I ever tried to complete, and I'm so happy with the results. So anyways, let me just reveal that to you guys finally, if you haven't already seen on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. But I was finally able to make a Hurricane Axanthic. So this clutch was one of two that was a Hurricane Het Axanthic to an Axanthic. I'm not going to go into great detail about the other possible dinker stuff that was in here, but just so you know, the male threw some really weird stuff, and I'm thinking that the male, and not this mother, but the dame that mothered the other clutch, again there was two Hurricane Het Axanthic to Axanthic clutches. I'm thinking that the other one has some weird recessive going on. Check out the other video I made about that. If it's not already out, it will be within maybe a week or so. But that dinker project, I'm pretty sure there's something else going on there, and I'm pretty sure this guy has something to do with it. And I'm going to go over why in a second, and in the other video. But this is literally just, I believe anyways, just a Het TSK Axanthic. You can see there's some weirdness going on with the alien head, some conjoined pattern, and that is really what's going on in the other dinkers. Weird conjoined pattern. And they have a really orange color, but of course, if it's a recessive and I got a visual by breeding mom to dad, or excuse me, son to mom, and they both were carrying it, then he wouldn't have it because this other female that was bred to this dad was not related to each other. I do want to show as well, if he lets me, that on the nose here he has a little like spot called like a booger. I know, what a weird term, but I think that there might be something weird going on with that as well. Maybe that's a mark for something, I'm not completely sure, but he's a really cool looking snake. So he's just going to be being sold though as a Het TSK Axanthic. If it was a female, maybe holding it back to try to prove it out, but fortunately didn't hit a female, just regular Het or anything with markers from this clutch. So he is going to be up for grabs. But let's get a look at maybe some more of this clutch and some more of this really interesting clutch that's finally allowed me to hit my goal animal. So the first one I want to show you guys is just a TSK Axanthic male. He's really clean, which might be a marker for the weirdness that's going on, not really sure, but really clean animal. He's got some nice banding like Axanthic does. Really nice. I mean, look at that. This mom in particular was a very busy Axanthic, and again, he might be coming off kind of slightly brown in the video, but there's not really a good way to make him look super silver in this without my hands looking really brown. But they're quite silver. I'm very proud of my Axanthic quality. They all my Axanthics, my whole lineage comes from JD Constriction, which I believe has the best lines of Axanthic, and so I was pretty picky with what I got, and I'm very happy with the results of that. But yeah, he's just a stunning animal. He has some nice Axanthic qualities, nice granityness in the alien heads, and even just a little bit of flames on the side there, but he's a cute little guy. One of my favorite qualities about Axanthic is that back, that dorsal pattern. It just looks sharp, doesn't it? Really nice. Alright, we'll stop gushing over one snake so the whole video isn't just one animal, but I just wanted to show him off because he's really pretty. Alright, next one is going to be this little Axanthic right here. I mean, she is definitely the cleanest of the bunch. I mean, look at that. Nice, very silver, like much lighter than her brother and her sister. Because I did hit 3 Axanthics. Much lighter. Belly's still the same. Nothing really to call home about, but wowzers. Wow. So this girl's actually staying local. Really excited about that, because I mean, this is a screamer. Gorgeous animal. And again, very nice silver. Sorry if it's coming off a little odd tan color, but no, silver, silver, silver. And white at the bottom. Just beautiful single gene. TSK Xanthic. Next up, we got this little girl. She's just kind of a little thing. When she was in the egg, I thought for a second maybe I hit another Hurricane Xanthic, but I don't think so. Looking at her now, I'm pretty sure that she's just a nice, busy, regular TSK Xanthic. Just like her mom, she does have some really nice conjoined pattern as well, kind of like what I'm seeing in the Dinkers. Again, go watch that video if you want to see exactly what I'm talking about. You can see it on this side of her as well. Some really nice conjoined pattern, but she's not quite as bright as her sister. Let me try to wrangle her again here. Not quite as bright as her sister as far as like color goes. She's still a very nice silver, but she doesn't have like that almost two-tone silver than whiteness going on. But still, beautiful, beautiful snake, beautiful color. Weird spots, like, I mean, like right there, that's just like hanging out by itself. Really pretty snake. Nice clean belly. I mean, look at that. How strange is that pattern, huh? Real strange. Real cool though. Love my Xanthic stuff. But we'll get moving on to the Hurricane stuff in this clutch. So this little guy is a male Hurricane Het Xanthic. Now I'm not sure how much you guys have seen of Hurricane stuff when it's put into hets, especially like Het Clown, because Hurricane Clowns are quite popular, along with, you know, Hurricane Het Hypo, Het Desert Ghost, Het Pied. You get the point. When there's a recessive in there, even if it's just a heterozygous for the recessive, meaning that they're not a visual clown, just like a het clown, it really does mute the pattern a little bit. I mean, you can definitely see the alien heads are almost wanting to curl, almost wanting to swirl, and in some cases they even swirl inwards, but they don't completely get there, but they still look very strange. They kind of have that dip in the middle like that, and that's because that het is working hard to try to keep them from swirling. We're still just really weird though. So I would not say that this is low expression Hurricane. Like if it didn't have a het, I would be like, okay, that's a lower expression Hurricane. No, I'm quite happy with this expression. I would think that pairing this to some sort of Xanthic combo, you know me guys, I would go straight for Xanthic Leopard, that you would see, or Spot Nose, you would see definitely some nice swirls going on. Even if it was just a regular Xanthic, you would see some nice swirls going on. But yeah, I really, really like this. Really like this boy. He's actually orangish. I'm not sure if, I mean, I think that's showing up kind of well on the camera. Most of my other Hurricane stuff is kind of a brown. You can kind of see how he's almost like an oranger color. And so he definitely, I believe, is carrying some of the Dinker gene, because wow, wow, wow. You'll see in the other video. I would definitely implore you guys to go check that out, because it is crazy. But yeah, he's really special, I think, really pretty. Really liking this dude. And I'm gonna get his sister actually, which is another Hurricane Het Xanthic. Put it next to him so you guys can see the difference. Can you guys see that color difference now? Where he's orange and she's like dark brown. That's what I'm talking about. Really cool, really different. And you can see when I put him away that this girl, in my opinion, is a bit better expression, and I think that's because she's not carrying an extra het or an extra Dinker gene or whatever that is. I think she is just a Hurricane Het Xanthic. We got some swirls going on her. Her dorsal is to die for. Oh my gosh, look at that dorsal pattern there, all the way down that fragmented goodness. And then I'm trying to get a nice belly shot for you guys, but she doesn't really want to stop moving. And it's actually cleaned up the belly a lot, that Het Xanthic has. Really, really nice Hurricane Het Xanthic. Really like this girl. Swirls on the dorsal, swirls everywhere. Swirls for everyone. But honestly, I mean, look at that. Wow. So, I mean, if you're interested in either one of these guys, again, I'm not going to be holding back either of those Hurricane Het Xanthics, or actually anything from this except for the Xanthic Hurricane that you've yet to see. Alright guys, and this is the Hurricane Xanthic. I mean, just wow, 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 wow. I'm very happy with this. And yes, it doesn't have a lot of the blown out swirled alien heads, but it does have a lot of the blown out alien heads, I should say. Oh, piece of bedding. I just mean, geez, I wish you guys could see how silver this snake is. I'm sure I can even see on the camera it looks better than the others on the camera. That's because the Hurricane has almost like enhanced the silver. It looks so good. Like, honestly, she looks gorgeous. I did have another Hurricane Axanthic. She looked even a little bit more like busy pattern than this girl, and unfortunately she didn't make it out of the egg. I'm really excited to see like a super Hurricane Axanthic though. I mean, if this is already really messing with the pattern and the color a lot, can you imagine what a super Hurricane Axanthic is gonna look like? Can you imagine what a leopard Hurricane is gonna look like? Axanthic, of course, or like a firefly, or even just a fire Hurricane Axanthic. I really think this is gonna be so cool. Ooh, or GHI. I mean, there's just so much to do with these guys still. I'm so excited. I really think this is going to be something that is gonna, I mean, it's definitely gonna have a place here, but hopefully have a place in Axanthic soon, because look at that pattern. And I really wish I could show you guys her color and just how vivid, like, silver chrome it is. Like, my goodness, gorgeous. She is beautiful. I'm so happy that she's doing well, that she's staying here. I don't know what happened to the other Axanthic. She was fine, and then I noticed for about 12 hours she hadn't moved in her egg, and when I went to go check on her, sure enough, she had passed away in her egg. Her umbilicus was totally fine, her yolk was fine, everything was fine. It just looked like she hadn't absorbed her yolk. So I don't know if it was just going to be a failure to thrive anyways, but it was very sad. But I do still have this girl that's going to be staying here. Yeah, she's not going anywhere, and we're going to be hopefully making more of her. I did just want to show you guys, let's see, hopefully this color difference here. Hopefully you guys can see a little bit just how this one kind of looks maybe a little bit more brown or a little bit more dull, and how she just is so much more silver, which is not what you expect. But anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like? That always helps me out greatly, so thank you. And subscribe for more content if you'd like to see more in the future. Down below in the description box, you can also see all of my availability, my website. The best way to get a hold of me is through Facebook. And if you're interested in any of these guys, go ahead and let me know, because I'm so excited to start sharing these projects with other people. I mean, Hurricane Axanthic, I really am excited about seeing what other people are doing, because I will be doing some really specific things with it here in the future. So I would love to see other people branch out and see maybe some GHI stuff or whatever. I mean, there's just so much to do with this. Very blessed to have this animal and to have your guys' support. So again, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.